Hey, welcome to Red's world. Everything is fun in LA, under the Cali sun, living life. You only get one. Welcome to Red's world. Red's world.
What's good, Red Squad? Welcome back to my channel, Red's World. I'm your girl, Red. You already know who it is. I am so sorry for the delay on my video, but the past few weeks have been really rough because I caught coronavirus, and that shit was no joke. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, we are talking about tattoos today. Guys, I freaking love tattoos, and I have been wanting to do this video for years now, and I get so many questions about tattoos. So I decided to do a question box on my Instagram story to get all the questions flowing, and I wrote them down on my handy dandy computer because we're recording on my phone, so I can't look at Instagram to see what the questions were. So I wrote them all down, and I figured we can talk through it. So honestly, this is just my opinion. You know, this is just my experience and how I've dealt with tattoos. I'm so excited to share all of this with you guys. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel if you guys haven't already, because you don't want to miss out. And make sure you guys like and comment on this video. I can't wait to see your guys' reactions, and let's get to it. The first question is a little like multi-part question that we just need to get out the way. So how many tattoos do I have? What's the price of my tattoos and the meaning behind them? I have 9 tattoos. The first tattoo I got was, as you know, my mom passed of breast cancer back in 2009, and my mom's name was Trisha. So I really wanted to get her name tattooed on me because I miss her dearly. And so I wrote out Trisha, and I changed the I to be a breast cancer sign, and I got that right here on my back shoulder. I don't know why I picked that as my first location. I guess because like I could hide it like if I needed to. And you guys are gonna learn that about my tattoos. Like I try to make sure I put them in spots where I could hide them. So that's honestly like my first tip. That one too, I paid $120. He was trying to charge me more. I told him I only had $120 cash, so he said deal. And it was pretty cool. It did hurt, but like not compared to my other ones. So the second tattoo I got was, I got my left ribs done, this whole side. So it's a black crow sitting in its, like it's just sitting there, and then it goes into its flying stages up my body. I don't remember the exact amount, but I do remember it being between like $300 and $400. I personally got the black crows because no matter where I'm at in my life, I just feel like my mom will always be with me. That's kind of what it more represents. And then my third tattoo I got right here, it's Roman numerals. I got my mom's death date tattooed on me. The position of it is only, okay, so you know like when you wear bikinis and it's like your bikini line, and then like just imagine like the Roman numerals. I think that like is so cute. But now I wish I didn't put it there, but it's okay. I got my mom's death date because I just feel like when you lose somebody, you're almost like kind of reborn because that person's not in your life anymore to influence you. So it's like a new life, it's a new chapter, and that's what that represents for me. So for the size of the tattoo that I got, it's supposed to be 180. I paid 120 for it. When I went to the tattoo shop and I was telling them the story behind the tattoo and all that and like why I'm getting it, there was another lady in there. She heard my story about why I was getting it, and while I went to the bank to go get some cash because they didn't have an ATM, came back from the bank, they were like, oh, we're gonna do your original tattoo for the 120. But like, okay, like I'm not gonna judge you, like I'm 18, I didn't know. And after my tattoo, I was like, so what makes you guys like go back like on the original price? And they're like, oh, like there was that other lady in here when you first came in. She's a teacher and she heard your story and she like really felt for it, and she wanted to help you with your tattoo and give you the tattoo you want. Okay, I've never met the lady. I never knew who she was. She was never my teacher. Like I just thought that was the sweetest thing ever. Like, because this tattoo really did mean a lot to me, especially in the moment and getting it and stuff like that. So I just thought it was cute. You will learn that shops also have minimums where it's like the minimum price for a tattoo is $100 sometimes. You know, so every shop is different. So like that's another tip. So make sure that's something you ask for as well, is like, oh, do you guys have a minimum? Is there any requirements or like, you know, stuff like that. The next tattoo I got was behind my ear, and I actually ended up getting two. The first tattoo I got was my dad's initials, BG, but then I ended up not liking it, and I ended up kind of regretting it a little bit, and people couldn't understand what the tattoo was. I ended up getting a red rose as a cover-up, and that's honestly the only tattoo I have that has no meaning. I really wanted a red tattoo because at that time, Kylie Jenner, I know this sounds so stupid, Kylie Jenner had just got like a red tattoo. She got something, it was like a word, and it was in red, and I was like, oh my God, like that is so cute. Like I really want a red tattoo. And so I was like, oh, but I also love red roses, so I'm just gonna get a red rose. And I needed something to cover up as well. So another tattoo I got is on my foot, on like this part of my foot, it's a heartbeat, and then it says John, and then it's another heartbeat, and that is for my grandpa. He died back in 2016, my freshman year of college, and after my mom died, my grandpa and my grandma took me in and helped to raise me part-time with my dad, and my grandpa is like my whole heart. Like I am so in love with my grandpa, and when he died, it just felt like a piece of my heart left. So I got that. I think I paid like $150 for it. I don't really remember how much I paid for the foot tattoo, but I do remember it's not too expensive. Oh, another tattoo I got is right here. I have my birthday. I was in Boston, Massachusetts for my sophomore year of college. So me and my two roommates all went together on our last day of school and living together. We're like, let's go. We drove into the city and got tattoos. And I couldn't think of a tattoo I really wanted. And my grandma, my dad's mom, has the same birthday as me. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna get my birthday. And if you really know me, you know, like, I love my birthday. And I paid $120 for this tattoo because the minimum at the shop was $100, and then I tipped $20. Then I got a thigh tattoo right here. And this one cost me about like 200-ish. I remember it being in the 200 range. But I got two dolphins. So it's like a big dolphin and then kind of like a little dolphin. So it's like a mom and daughter. And then they're like kind of like touching noses. And then at the bottom it says like always and forever, or forever and always. Basically this tattoo represents me and my mom. So my mom had a dolphin tattoo. She had two dolphins almost like making a heart. And for years I had tried asking for my family. I asked my mom's friends and her like cousins, anybody that knew my mom, I asked, does anybody have a picture of her tattoos? I really wanted to get the exact same tattoo as her, but like when I tell you there is no picture of my mom's dolphin tattoo, like there's like it just doesn't exist. So I tried to find the closest thing and something that really meant something to me. So I got the dolphin and it represents me and my mom. I told you guys like all my tattoos are of her. Another one I got is right here, like above my ankle. It's the California outline. It's like the state of California, and then on the inside there's a heart where LA is, and then it's like the beach with palm trees. So it's like representing my house or where I grew up, I mean. And then underneath the California, it's coordinates, you know, like the whole world is on coordinates. So I got the coordinates to where my house is. And I did that because I never moved in my life. Like my parents have owned our house for almost 30 years now, and that's really rare. Like out of all my friends, I'm kind of like the only one that's really lived in the same house, never moved. I never lived in an apartment as a kid. Like I grew up here, and no matter what happens in my life, that place is always gonna be home. And on top of it, my mom died at our house, so it just has even more like sentimental value to it. So that tattoo cost me about like $150-ish. I don't really remember as much, but I do remember paying around there. And then the last tattoo I got is right here on the other side of my back shoulder, is a puzzle piece. And that one I think cost me around $100 as well. And with that puzzle piece, it's actually a matching tattoo. My best friend Cameron and I have been best friends since 2006. We met at camp and we have been best friends ever since. So a few years ago, we decided that we wanted to get matching tattoos, and the puzzle piece kind of represented us like as kids, and we complete each other. We're like each other's best friends. Nobody's ever gonna take our spot away from each other. Yeah, we got matching. Those are all my tattoos and the prices and the meanings behind them. Yeah, like I honestly love them. The next question is, what's my next tattoo? I have been thinking about one for a while. If you know my brother, you know my brother has my face tattooed right here on his forearm, and I just love it. I love his tattoo of me. I think it's so sweet, and my brother and I have grown closer over the past year. I love that man to death. Like, you guys don't even understand. Like, I would fight somebody for my brother. Like, I have my brother's back like nobody else does, and I have been wanting to get a portrait of my brother. Some people were like, why would you do that? Like, no, like, you're a girl, why would you get a portrait of your brother? But I kind of want it like on my leg, kind of where my California tattoo is, but on the opposite leg. And there's like this photo of my brother from when he was, I had 2 or 3, and he's sitting on our front yard, and he has like a little baseball. Oh my God, he's so adorable. And I really want to get that of him on my leg. Kind of like, okay, we both have each other. You know, at the end of the day, me and him are all we have. So next question, how many tattoos do I want? So I don't really know how many tattoos I want. I just don't think like you should be like, oh, I'm only gonna get one. Like, because you never know. But I do think I have like a few more. Like, I do have ideas, and I do want to wait until I have kids, because I do want to get like a family tattoo. So I've been kind of like backing off a little bit. There's no, like, I do want one because I've been itching for one, but like there's no rush. Okay, next question. What idea do you like but probably won't get? I said it for the longest time. I wanted a tattoo that represented my whole family. Like, it just never happened. So I used to say I wanted a tattoo that wrapped around my whole like ankle, and like it would be kind of like a charm bracelet. And then like each of my family would have a charm. Like, I kind of wanted to do like their initials. So like B for my dad, Bob, and like on the inside of the B, it would be something that represented him. So like kind of like a baseball, and like, you know, so it would have the seams and the B, and that would represent him. And then like my brother could have been basketball, because my brother is like really good at basketball, and that's his favorite sport. And my grandma was a nurse, so it would have been M, and like the nurse's symbol on the inside. And I had thought about that for years, and I wanted to get it, but like as I got older, it just never happened. I never really pushed for it. Yeah, I probably just won't get that one. The next question is, how long does it take you to think of an idea for your tattoos? So this is kind of like this is a good question, because this is honestly a good tip as well. So for me personally, I sit on my tattoo ideas for a while. I'm not impulsive about my tattoos, because tattoos are forever. You should sit on your tattoo idea for like at least 6 months. I personally wait a year to get a tattoo. Like, I think about my idea constantly, like, oh, how would I look with it there? You know, would it look good? Am I really 100% sure on this concept? Because I have ideas for tattoos that run through my head all the time, but it doesn't mean like I'm gonna go get it. Honestly, really think hard and long about them. I minimally say 6 months. Me personally, I wait about a year, like 6 months to a year, when thinking about a tattoo. Next question. Oh, this is a good one. What is the most painful tattoo that I have? Oh my gosh. Guys, this is no doubt about it. The most painful tattoo I have is my foot. I would never, ever, ever again tattoo my foot. Ever again. I wouldn't even wish it on my worst enemy, okay? That shit fucking hurt. So like, this part of your foot is really sensitive, like your hand and foot. So if I were to get a pen, right, and then like think about it, all this stuff I'm touching, it's gonna wipe off. So when I first got my tattoo done, I moved so much that I couldn't even sit still. He couldn't go deep enough because I kept moving. Like, we had to keep stopping so many times, because I was like, no, I'm in pain, I'm in pain, I'm in pain. I went to Massachusetts, and when I came back a year later, my tattoo was pretty much like almost all gone. Like, it'd only be like this top half was here, but then like the bottom half of my tattoo was gone. Like, it just disappeared. And I was like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, so I hit up my artist and I said, hey, like, my tattoo's kind of disappearing. He said, no problem. Like, you know, you have a touch up, like, come on in. Tip, okay? Some tattoo artists, this is a question to ask. Is there a free touch-up included with my tattoo? Like my personal tattoo artist that I use, he gives you one free touch-up on the tattoos that he does. So I went in for a touch-up and he had to go in super deep. Oh my God, was I screaming and crying. Like, it hurt so bad. My best friend went with me, Cam, he knows. I would never touch up my foot again. Next question, who does your tattoos? So now I only go to one artist, but let me start off by saying my first tattoo, the shop that I went to doesn't even exist anymore. I don't even know what the name was. I just Googled it and went and popped up and said I want a tattoo. So I don't really know. The second shop that I went to was called Hollywood Stars. It's right next to LAX, literally across the street from In-N-Out. And they're pretty popular. A lot of like celebrities go there. You know, they're a really popular tattoo shop. Personally, I just would never go again because some of the tattoos that I got from them I just don't like anymore. I think they could have done a better job. But now I have my own tattoo guy that I go to that I actually grew up with. My brother's friend, Chris Garcia, he does amazing tattoos. I mean amazing. Okay, you guys really need to check out. I'm gonna play some of his show you guys some of his art in the video. Chris now does my tattoos, and I like will not go to anyone else unless like I think like, you know, maybe Chris can't do it. Chris, guys, is the best. He did my brother's full sleeve. Oh my gosh. Like honestly, if you guys are in LA and you are looking for a tattoo artist, go see Chris. No joke, guys. Best tattoo artist there is. Next question. What's your favorite tattoo? Oh my God. Okay. My top two favorite tattoos are my California tattoo and my dolphin tattoo. I love the little thigh tat. Oh my God. And I love when it like just peeks out of shorts. And then I just overall love the meaning behind the California tattoo, and then like how Chris did like the palm trees and the beach on the inside of the California. I just love it. Like those are just my two favorite, but I love all of mine. It's just like those are my favorite. Oh, this is a good question. Do I regret any tattoos? I'm not gonna say I regret any of my tattoos, but it's like, do I regret rushing it? Do I regret not double checking it? Do I regret the quality of the tattoo? Yes, absolutely. Well, I don't want to say like I regret my tattoos, but I do regret rushing it. I regret like not thinking about it longer. I do regret like not really looking at the stencil and double checking it and, you know, voicing my opinion. That's more what I regret. I wish I kind of would have waited longer until maybe I was a little bit older to really understand tattoos. I was so young. Like I thought about the idea for a really long time, but it was like, I didn't think about the quality of the tattoo. I just thought about the tattoo and like, this is what I wanted. Like this is what I wanted, but it's just not the best of what it could have been, you know? Sometimes I do regret like the placement of tattoos, like my mom's death date. Now I wish it was up here, like how my birthday is, because then I could have done a whole nother right side tattoo, but I'm still thinking about that. Next question. How do you handle the pain during your session? This is a good question, and this is kind of like a tip as well. So me personally with tattoos, they're painful. So the only way to stop it from being so painful, besides like being high, being drunk, as people will say, or getting numbing cream, is you have to focus on something else. So me personally, I put headphones on, as you guys probably saw in the thumbnail. Like I have my Beats on. Like I cancel everything out around me. I don't want to hear anything. I put my music all the way up on loud so I don't hear the tattoo gun. I don't hear anybody talking to me. And I close my eyes and I focus on my breathing. Last question. What is the best place to get a tattoo and does not hurt as much? Okay. So personally, like there's so many spaces that you can put a tattoo, right? Like, I mean, all the way, I've seen people with head tattoos, tongue tattoos, lip tattoos, toe tattoos, like everything on your body can be tattooed almost, okay? So what you guys should do if you're thinking about getting a tattoo is Google tattoo pain chart. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen. And this is very accurate, okay? Except the wrist. I heard the wrist hurts. I don't know why it says that's the easiest one, but I heard it hurts because of the veins. But I don't know, I think it depends on the people. But this tattoo pain chart is honestly very accurate. So if you're thinking about a tattoo, take a look at the chart and really see. For me, my foot hurt the worst. Compared to my first tattoo I got, this, no problem. And I even got my mom's name touched up a few times. No, it does not bother me. My tattoo behind my ear did not faze me at all, did not hurt whatsoever. I was talking through the whole thing. I had like a paper towel roll and I was just like this, getting tattooed, no problem. My birds, only like 2 of them because it was like my stomach. But like once it got up to here, like no pain. So honestly, it just kind of depends on the person. My ankle tattoo really didn't hurt as much. Like they're gonna hurt. Let me tell you, a tattoo is gonna hurt. It's going to hurt no matter what. It just depends how much you can take of pain, what's your pain tolerance. But like it also just depends on the positioning, okay? Some tattoo positions are gonna hurt more than other, and it depends also how much fat you have on your skin. On my like back shoulder, like if I would have had more fat, or like how the bone is there, like the bone stops the needle from going further, versus like here, it was going into my stomach and there was nothing stopping it, so it hurt even more. But it honestly just depends on the person. Honestly, I hope you guys like enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys like enjoyed hearing about my tattoos and my experience. And if you guys want to know more, like let me know if you guys want me to do another video, or put your questions down below about tattoos. And I just can't wait to see you guys in my next video, so stay tuned. I'm trying to get some time on my hands to record a lot, and so I can just post back to back to back and not make you guys wait so long. So please make sure you guys are subscribed if you guys haven't already. I honestly appreciate all the support on YouTube so far, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Peace out, Red Squad.
Hey, welcome to Red's world. Everything is fun in LA, under the Cali sun, living life. You only get one. Welcome to Red's world. Red's world.